Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Now, I don't normally do Monday Night Raw reviews, but in this case, I'm going to make an exception because a lot happened on Monday night. A lot. And I'm not going to go over every little nitpicking thing, but there were significant things that happened that I enjoyed a lot. So I'm going to talk about it because I can. How you doing? My kitten over here just, licking away. All right. Disturbing. The Shield. Let's cover the Shield first. And then we'll talk a little bit about Kalisto and Enzo. And then we'll talk a little bit about the rumors about Neville quitting the WWE. Nothing's been confirmed. Okay, it's a rumor, but it was odd that he was not a part of Monday Night Raw. Okay, let's talk about the Shield first, and the return and the setup for TLC. I'm ecstatic. Okay, I am very excited about the Shield coming back. I'm excited about their opponents. When it first looked like it was going to be Miz Taraj, I was like, okay. I'm happy the Shield's coming back, but if it's Miz, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, even though they, put a walloping on on Roman Reigns with the chairs, which I enjoyed. Not saying I enjoyed him, but if you're gonna get heat on someone and build a feud, that's a hell of a way to start it. If you're gonna pound the crap out of someone, 3 guys on one with chair shots, okay, that certainly is a way to do it. But then it came out that it was going to be Cesaro. Sheamus and Cesaro, which is better than Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, because even if you like Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, no offense, not too many people are going to care about that. Which in a sense, I feel bad for them because they got put with the Miz to make the Miz to build a new stable, and it's not really, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And I don't even know where Bo Dallas was. I didn't see any reports on anything, but he was absent. They mentioned him. I don't remember if they said anything specific, but he was noticeably absent from the Miz TV opening segment. But nonetheless, hope he's okay. Certainly don't wish anything bad on him, even if he's not one of my favorites. Don't wish him any ill. So yeah, the buildup of the Shield return obviously came to fruition at the end of last week, which I did a little funny video. If you want to go check out the Ramblin' page on Facebook, I posted it on there. Everything's better with an 80s ballad, but I can't put it on this channel because WWE will take it down in 2 seconds because it's WWE footage. And I don't need any more strikes. I've been through that game already on YouTube. So yeah, the Shield is back. I felt like they did it well on Monday Night Raw. And as much as I like the buildup of something where the classic way of doing it, and you don't touch each other until the pay-per-view, just let it slow burn, the slow build up until boom, the pay-per-view, then they finally get their hands on each other. No, this was needed. The Shield needed to come down there and just kick everyone's ass. and that would help, because it would be deflating, to say the least, if the Shield came out, cut a promo, all three guys, and then just walked away. No, that's not how the Shield operates. Let's look back for a second on what the Shield did when they debuted. They came in and absolutely destroyed Ryback, and then week after week, month after month, destroyed literally everyone in their path, to the point of some people never even coming back. So yeah, it was appropriate, to say the least, for them to come down and, kick ass and whatnot. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. And then to further develop, which shocked me, it was like, oh, okay, Shield's back, attacks the Miz, Taraj, and Cesaro and Sheamus. I'm going to screw it up. And I was like, okay, then that's it. And you don't think you're really going to see much of them, excuse me, the rest of the night. But then all of a sudden, Strowman comes out and they attack Strowman, which is a nice little notch on the belt for Roman Reigns. He's got some help now, that he didn't have before against Strowman, which it just furthers that feud. But I was a big fan of that feud. Okay. They did that. They came back to that feud, and they came back to that feud again and again and again. But I felt like they did it well. Okay. You had one of the biggest guys on the roster, Strowman, against one of the biggest names, the big dog, excuse me. So I didn't mind them attacking him, but then, Miz comes back later to Kurt Angle and gets Kurt Angle, kind of noticeably makes Kurt Angle probably pissing down his leg, because I know if Strowman came up to me huffing and a puffing, I would probably be pissing down my leg as well, amongst other things. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that look we have not seen on the face of Angle. Usually he stands up to most stuff. That was humbling for Angle. Angle's like, yeah, sure. 4 on 3, good to go. Now everyone just assumes, I think, that that's going to be the end of that. Wouldn't it be interesting? Because Matt Hardy's been tweeting all these things about change. Wouldn't it be interesting if last minute Matt Hardy got thrown into this match? I wouldn't mind that. Some people just want to see the Shield completely dominant here, but you got to admit the odds are against them now, especially because now it's Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, and Strowman. 4 on 3. That's, I'm sure, like Ambrose said, what you say is your word is bond. But what if Angle wants to even things out and put Matt Hardy in, but then we don't see him until the pay-per-view, and he shows up with some new, for lack of better words, gimmick. He keeps talking about something new, but he keeps doing the old, broken gimmick, or bits of it, not full blown, but he's pretty much doing the broken act. Just a little more tamed version of it, He's not wearing his old broken stuff. He's still wearing the Hardy Boys, the classic Hardy Boys gear, or the current T-shirt along with his classic Matt Hardy pants. So yeah, I could picture them doing something like that. And we'll have to see if they do add Matt Hardy to this match. I don't think a lot of people are expecting it, but that popped in my head right before I went live. So I just wanted to throw that out to you guys. Would you guys want to see Matt Hardy included in this match at TLC? I mean, he certainly fits in with the TLC motif for a match. He's Matt Hardy. He's one half of Team Extreme, So give me your thoughts. Do you want to see that? Do you not want to see that? You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm just throwing that out there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see them back. And also, thinking about, I'm going to try not to overthink this, but you got to wonder, okay, well, where are they going to go with this? Who else are they going to face come Survivor Series? You kind of hope it's not going to be just TLC Part 2. You hope it's going to be, hopefully Samoa Joe comes back along with, a debut of someone from NXT, I can't think of him. They were the tag team champs. I don't know. I got to catch up on NXT. I don't know who is the tag team. Sanity was the tag team champs. They beat, oh my God, I can't think of their damn name. And I'm going to quick look it up just because now it's going to piss me off and I can't think of who the hell it is. All right. NXT. Led by, for crying out loud. Oh, that's going to be good. Yeah, I really need to catch up on NXT. Lars Sullivan. Holy crap, that dude is freaking scary as heck. All right, well, I'll come back to it as soon as I figure out who the heck it is. I cannot think. It's 3 words. This is just embarrassing. Like I said, kids, don't grow old. This is what happens. You forget stuff all the time. Anyways, whatever. It'll come to me. Let's talk about Kalisto for a bit. Kalisto is the new the new Cruiserweight champion. And apparently, and I'll get into the Neville stuff here in a little bit. Apparently, this was Plan B. Some of this is still a little sketchy, still a little, as far as details, how and why. It was reported that this was a last minute thing because Neville quit. Well, yeah, I don't know. We're still waiting on that. It is very interesting that he wasn't there on Monday night. I understand the whole no compete clause or whatever. Maybe he's just banged up from former or prior matches. I don't know. Authors of Pain. I knew I was going to find it. It's just so silly. Authors of Pain. That's the tag team I was trying to think of. Samoa Joe and Authors of Pain against the Shield. That'd be another good one, to debut. That'd be a hell of a match there. I would like to see that. So yeah, Kalisto is cruiserweight. Now I can focus on what I'm going to talk about next. Kalisto is cruiserweight champ, and I'm number one. I'm happy that he's part of 205 Live. He's belonged there since day one. Instead of just having the cruiserweight classic guys on there, they should have had guys like Neville on there from day one. Kalisto, it's just if you're gonna do a cruiserweight thing, get all the cruiserweights together. This isn't rocket science. Now, obviously, if you got tag teams and such, then that that excuses some of that. But yeah, Kalisto should have been on there a long time ago, and could have helped, for lack of better words, carry the brand. Besides Enzo. Now, some people really enjoy Enzo being on there. It's hard to tell what the cruiserweights really feel like with Enzo on there, because they portray it like everyone hates him. But now they put Daivari with Enzo tonight on 205 Live, which is very interesting. Good heel, like Daivari. Good kid. But but the way Enzo keeps talking about the rest of the cruiserweights, you'd think that Daivari would be insulted, to say the least. But he just kind of brushes it off like, yeah, whatever. But you can't have the entire cruiserweight division against Enzo every night. The build up to this and him becoming champ and all that is a good storyline, but you can't do that forever. Okay? You can't have Enzo against the world. It's just, he's not okay. Enzo is money, and Enzo is popular. He also is hated a lot as well from, the diehard wrestling bunch who really do appreciate the talents of the cruiserweights. But yeah, this whole thing has been just really interesting how they're, putting Enzo in there, and now Enzo is heel, which, what looked like, it's what it was from day one, but he still gets, the crowd chanting along with him. I don't know. He's kind of like the John Cena of the cruiserweights, and I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for that. But I say that in the sense of, no, I'm not saying Zoe is as good as Cena. Just pump the brakes on that one. No, I'm saying because he gets cheered and he gets booed, okay? That kind of thing. Same with Roman Reigns. Gets cheered, gets booed. Well, maybe a few more cheers now that the Shield's back together, but I digress on that one. So yeah, I really enjoy Kalisto as being champ. I think it was a smart move. The rumors are going around that it was supposed to be Neville beating him. Or no, what was it? Oh, that Enzo was supposed to beat Neville. I read it so quick I don't remember what it was. But nonetheless, Neville was supposed to be a part of Monday Night Raw, and then he wasn't. So I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see to see if this gets confirmed or not about Neville. If Neville is gone, that sucks. It really does suck, and not just for the cruiserweights, for the whole roster, because Neville is one of those guys. Yeah, he is good enough. He should be wrestling guys like Rollins, AJ Styles. I almost said Daniel Bryan. Oh wait, he's not wrestling anymore. Doggone it! When did he stop wrestling? Oh no. Oh geez, it's late. I should go to bed. But yeah, Finn Balor. Just, the list goes on and on of just the good matches that he could be having, but they put him to lead the cruiserweights, and he's having a career year since he's come back from his injury. His feud with Aries is one of the best ones, with the exception of, I still think Aries should have been champ. That's one of the few things that actually ticked me off about Mania. That Aries should have won that one. I know people are still saying Aries lost 3 times in really good matches to Neville, and then Enzo beat Neville. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that makes no sense. It's the extra sauce. It's but no, I'm not going to get into that. I talked about this before they pulled the trigger. I felt like putting Enzo on the cruiserweights was going to help, but then they turned him heel and he got crappy and he started talking against all the cruiserweights. So I think he is getting a lot more attention, probably some negative attention because of his character. But nonetheless, all the Enzo stuff besides the point, I do like the fact that they pulled the trigger and did a last minute thing. No matter what the situation actually is with Neville, we'll find out soon enough. I'm not here to tell you, oh yeah, it's true, it's been confirmed. No, we don't know. I'm just talking about it. And why? Yeah, it could be because of the booking. You never know. It could be that. It could be money. It could be a lot of things. We'll find out. Maybe he is just taking time off, and this is all completely blown out of the water. Someone made a tweet, and all of a sudden they got spread around like wildfire. I don't know. We'll find out, and that certainly has happened before. Oh, the rumors of such and such have been going on for weeks, and they're not true. Oh, really? That's never happened before. So yeah, I'm happy Kalisto is champ, because he's another guy that was. I didn't dig the whole Strowman thing. I like Strowman, I like Kalisto, but man, if you're just gonna constantly throw the kid in the dumpster. Come on, there are better things to do with Kalisto than throw the kid in a dumpster. Give them the ball, let him roll with it. Kalisto's popular. The kids love him, and even old fart fans like me love him. He's got that appeal of being the next guy like Rey Mysterio. Or Eddie Guerrero, who he talked so fondly of today. They made him champ on Eddie's birthday, and he dedicated it to Eddie. So that right there, I'm sure pulled on some of the heartstrings of the fans, including myself. Yeah, I still miss Eddie. It's sad, losing Eddie. Changed the industry a lot, I think. But man, when he was around, Eddie did some great stuff, and they still have not been able to duplicate that, with anyone, you know. And not that they have to. I'm just saying them trying to fill Eddie's shoes and try to, you know, put in that, you know, Hispanic or Latino heritage and keep that going. It's hard to fill those shoes, but there are some very talented kids out there that are doing the best they can and paying tribute to him, you know, and they're doing a good job, but nonetheless, yeah. So congrats to Kalisto. I dig it. Enzo's a hell of a heel. We'll have to see where all this goes on 205 Live in the Cruiserweight division on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, I'll be watching that a little more closely now, especially because someone like Kalisto is champ and Enzo's on there. I think they will help the brand, but it's, you know, it all depends on how they book it. It's gonna be. It's like, okay, now he's on there. Now what do we do? Well, let's let's be careful how we do this, because you can either drastically help it or absolutely kill it. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I'll be keeping a close eye out there for the news on Neville, and probably be discussing that more with the Ramblers later this week sometime, probably this coming weekend. Looks like the next Ramblin' show will be Sunday night. That's about it for this one. I'm not going to get into the Hell in a Cell fallout. Probably do something with that during the day tomorrow sometime and talk about Sami Zayn's heel turn. Oh, man. If you watch SmackDown tonight, you know what I'm talking about. And, well, of course, he did that at Hell in the Cell, too. But hearing his promo he cut with Kevin Owens was interesting. It was, to say the least. That's all I'm going to say right now. And then talk about a few other things. And I don't review Raw and SmackDown much, but there are some significant things that I do want to touch on that happened this week. So, you know, and it depends on how the show is. You know, if something's really hot and I want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. But it also depends on timing too. So we'll see how that goes. You never know what you're going to get on here. But you know, you'll always get Lucha Underground stuff, and you'll always get me talking about some of my favorites on there, like The Shield and Mundo and such. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, even though it's super late on a Tuesday, or by the time you watch this, it'll be Wednesday or whenever. Ring that bell for notifications. Give the vid a like. Give it a channel a sub, and we'll see you down the road for the next one. Peace. Good night.